Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Enslaved Odyssey to the West. Every time I say the name of this game, I hate it. I really do. I do have to applaud this game though, in that... Hey, there's a thing I need to collect. Unlike the Journey to the West ripoff Dragon Ball, which had actual pig creatures and Saiyans are half human, half monkey creatures. This game has just a character called Monkey who is still human, and a character called Pigsy who looks like a pig but is still a human. So I need to get up higher. I'm still trying to collect as many of these upgrade points as possible, but I think we're... Let's see, I can't even drop down if I wanted to. Beyond Good and Evil
we need to pull them off to release the leg.
Had a similar setup of humans and pig people, and more often than not, when something occurs like that, where you have both humanoid pig creatures and humanoid animal creatures combined with non-humanoid creatures.
Too slow, monkey. I'll chuck another bomb for you.
Like, I don't think I'm ready to go to this area yet.
Watch it, monkey! Nice shot. Almost done. Who's gonna drive this thing?
And we get a cutscene by blowing that up. And this area refilled bullets.
Done. Free to go. Follow me.
I need to find where Pigsy came from, so I can find the rest of these. Just to satisfy my OCD, which is really all I am doing with this. Like, if this game gave us a bad ending because we...
Let me disable the security systems.
That's not good.
The mechs are using thermite to burn through the hull. We don't have much time.
Interesting. Yeah, we're really getting nothing storyline-wise from collecting the masks and the memories. But I still want to do it. Let's see, am I actually getting hurt? I guess I am if I'm not careful.
Now that's what I call a beam engine. Okay, same again, monkey.
The question I want to ask is, how can I get to the top? Like, I come over here, I jump over this. Maybe I come up this way? Like, that looks like... Like, how does one get on top of that? Maybe we come back later and do it. This map does seem to be acting a little awkwardly non-linear. And these things aren't... They just aren't spinning that fast, so... This is the way I'm supposed to go. We'll come back to that in a second. Yeah, doesn't look like there's a platform to climb up and jump up there. So I'll just keep following the path and see if maybe we end up going in circles.
Okay, we've got some more couplings to deal with. How's it going, Trip?
Just so you know, they're cutting through. I'm sealing the inner doors, but they'll be in here soon.
So we're cutting these couplings, which are holding the Leviathan in place, so that we can free it. Wow, I'm gonna run out of shots if I'm not careful.
Almost done.
I'm out. Thank goodness this automatically refills. And I'm out again.
Too slow, monkey. I'll chuck another bomb for you.
Shoot it while it's being blocked. So it's very possible that the Leviathan was being held in place for a good reason. Like a very good reason.
I just love this thing. I'm lost for words.
We're just going in circles.
Hey, Trip! Trip, I can't get through here.
There. Can you get through now?
The overemphasis on animating her interacting with a computer.
Yeah.
When there have been other scenes that were completely not animated. With my health regen now where it is very possible that we don't need any more health kits. Just come over here, collect all of those. Come over here and collect all of these. And I don't think you can jump to the center point, you just have to kind of hop over to the edge of the other one. Alright. Come on. Oh no. For a second there, I thought I was stuck. Very low on shots. So if I get into a fight, I am going to have to use my staff.
Nice work, guys. Let's get to the last 2 anchor points.
And more of the issue of being even a few feet away from the other characters, you get the radio version of their lines of dialogue, when I would prefer that not to exist at all. Like, your headband could just act as a regular microphone speaker setup, and then she should sound the same.
Or is this the most beautiful piece of machinery you've ever seen? I mean, really get off on it. I mean, really get off on it.
You know, I don't think we need to know that.
Yeah, this is kind of like the bridge conversation, but written better.
Do get off on it.
Let's see, can we afford anything? Nope. You can see for a second there it was just blackness behind that door. We're getting kind of the feeling that maybe Pigsy might have helped build these machines at some point. But none of it makes sense if this really is 150 years in the future, and I think that is the idea. We've seen several different times where the numbers get mentioned and they're the wrong numbers, though. Like, the game said you had traveled 500 miles, and then the Pigsy said you had traveled 1,200. I probably needed to trigger something before getting up here, but this might actually work rather nicely. I can't jump from that end. I can't jump from the central end. So maybe we'll get some elevators that rise up later. Kind of hard to see where you're going. Yeah, these platforms might be elevators or something.
Oh, wow! This must be the power core.
This is incredible. They must have found every power cell in a 500
They slowed
mile
me
radius.
down.
We'll need to come back
so I
here
can
and
walk
jump
here.
starter when we've done the couplings.
I'll get this door open.
We have no idea what the power core actually reacts to or works with, or how it works.
What floor would you like, madam?
And I guess in these elevator loading sequences, as Trip is stretching and Pigsy is scratching himself, you can knock people around and you can walk around. Which,
Get up here, monkey.
that technology in itself is kind of new for a 7-year-old game. Like, just not being stuck in a still cutscene or on one place while it's loading the next area was something that Unreal helped make modern video games
The
from.
dragonfly will show you the way.
Can I rephrase that better? It's something that Unreal helped do for the video game industry, and is now very standard, that you can walk around and in the middle of conversations like a normal person can. There's nothing else to do here. I'm actively trying to subvert where the game wants me to go in case I need to collect. I can find some more collectibles.
There's a panel blocking the way up there.
Pigsy, do you have any more of those bombs?
Yeah, sure. Let's blow it open.
And then I just can jump that far.
Where to now?
Up there.
Monkey does seem to have a slightly variable amount of distance he can jump, ranging from more than a human could to way more than a human could. Oh. This mask makes very little sense for a loading sequence. We should have seen the mask at some point if that was going to be the loading spinning icon. The other thing they could have used would have been the cloud. Oh. I see what I'm doing wrong. It's not just that I hit the fire, which hurt me, it's that I hit the gear that's turning. 3. Go and go. And go. 1, 2, 3, and go. hitting by the gear. Now, here's another point where the pipe gets narrow and turns into a handle instead of just being a pipe. That makes very little sense. Is this gonna move? Yes. That's not really a great time to collect a collectible because of the high chances of dying. So now I've got to drop down. Drop down. Wait for this to spin around again. Drop down. I can't drop down onto the pipe directly below me. That's a bad place to put a pipe because it feels like it would be something. And these again are just like handles where the pipes are. Why not just get rid of the pipes if that's what you wanted to do? It makes no sense. It makes the game look like a video game world. And I guess our health regen is working because we're at full health. Let's make sure we collect all 4 corners of this.
Meet me over here, monkey, and I'll attach some bombs to the anchor.
We're hitting a point of exhaustion in my mind. Or climbing. It's time for something different to happen. If they had taken some of the climbing parts of this and put it in other parts of the game, I wouldn't be exhausted with the amount of climbing in total. I'm just feeling like there's been too much in a row.
Okay, time for some more target practice.
Very monkey-like climbing. What we have here. Is there anything else?
Go, monkey. I'll chuck another bomb for you. There's one.
That's 2.
Nice shot. Oh, watch it, monkey. We need this thing to work.
And I think that should be all of them. So there's one more restraints that we're somehow destroying from the inside, but it's dropping
On to
the
the next one.
restraints on the outside.
They've reached the outer hull. We have a minute or 2 before they find us. Hurry!
See, if this thing just gets started and the Leviathan is even worse than the Slave is, that's gonna really suck. I'm supposed to go this way. So, but first things first, let's go this way and make sure we... No elevator. Back. How do we go up? How did we come down?
They're almost through the hull. Better step it up, guys.
Yeah, I don't know if there's an actual timing mechanic here.
This is the last one. Let's set this thing free.
Let's see.
There's one. Nice shot.
I
Almost
can't
done.
hit the other one. So I've got to swing over here.
Too slow, I'll chuck another ball for you.
Were there any more collectibles to find? I guess not. It'll be interesting to go back and look at like what percentage I collected.
This way back to the power core.
How much I collected on everything. See, I feel like I'm in a completely different area now. Like, this is where we started. Yeah. And so it did fast travel me from where I was back to where Trip was. There could have been a cutscene or something. Let's just see. Just bump on people. The danger of bumping into people and knocking them around is that it might cause any one of us to glitch. And we'll start a cutscene here.
Pigsy, you get to the control room and stand by. Monkey, you stay with me and buy me some time.
They're coming.
Okay. If I can trace the diagnostic systems and find a back door to the quantum encryption circuits, I can try to bypass the security systems and then...
You know what? I'll just fight off an entire army while you do that.
Sounds like a plan.
Like he has no idea what she's talking about.
Okay, got it. In order to get this thing moving, I need to route power to each of the 4 legs. Oh, sounds like the mechs are on their way.
Let's go this way. This seems like a different path than the way I went before. And
I'll lower the linking conduits one at a time.
it seems
You
like
should see the first one coming down now.
Alert. Alert. Please stand clear.
Yeah, I see it.
Position locked. Power online.
so. Am I supposed to do anything about that, or just wait for a fight to happen?
Oh, they're coming in!
I doubt this is the final boss fight. But we'll...
Can you help me out here?
Nope. But that was clearly just the first of, like, several. Now I've got to aim this in the right direction to throw it towards that to blow up everything else. So I've taken some damage. Let's see how quickly my health refills.
Oh, yes. Yes, okay.
Alert. Alert. Please stand clear.
Monkey! The next conduit is online.
Position
We need to
locked.
keep them safe. They're on the other side.
So
Oh, they're through the other door.
So these are pylons or something I'm supposed to be protecting. I'm supposed to have a counterattack that would stop things from attacking me from behind, but it doesn't seem like it really works too
Damn
well.
it, the security is good. Oh, they're attacking the cores.
And we don't really have a health bar on the cores, so either the cores are just gonna randomly die at certain points, or they're never gonna die. I guess my health regeneration is working because I am noticing I am higher in health right now than I was before.
Monkey, I don't know if we're gonna be able to do this.
We can try some different combos. The combo system in this game, it's really non-existent. Like, sure, you can hit a couple of buttons and do some different things, but the vast majority of your gameplay is going to revolve around pressing X or holding X, or in some other way interacting with X. Maybe a Y every now and then. But the Y attack is actually too slow and it doesn't do enough damage.
Alert.
So
Alert. Please
it
stand
doesn't actually
clear.
work.
Here comes another one, Monkey.
Locked. Power online.
So now we have a stun ability. I don't know what to do there. Like, I didn't have any bullets, nor did I see any bullets on the ground.
Getting there.
Alert. Alert. Please stand clear.
Here comes another one, Monkey.
So I'm hoping that was the third one,
Locked. Power
and the game is
online.
doing what it should have been doing. Alright, well, that's not gonna work greatly. There's no bullets here. Where are these bullets supposed to be? They're way over here. So I've got to be really careful.
Shit! Blood! Blocked again! Oh, they're attacking the cores!
This guy's too strong and I'm out of bullets again. We've got this health, but I gotta figure out who and where is attacking the other cores.
Hey, Trip, how you doing in there?
I can't talk! This system is crazily complicated!
Keep on attacking. And see, this is a very, very late game fight, and it still is kind of missing something.
Here comes the last one!
It doesn't feel like
The Leviathan will be
we've
fully
been
operational.
trained towards any kind of like new gameplay or any kind of new enemies.
Maybe if I reroute through here.
Right. I need this.
Yes, Monkey, I'm onto something!
Let's see. Now if I just survive this, we might be done with the whole chapter in a second. And unless I accidentally destroy one of these energy pylons, I think we're good. My own energy will heal up. Let's see. Come on, die already. It's because you're just hitting the same buttons over and over again. Like, or because you can hit the same buttons over and over again. Like, anytime you have an action game that's built around something that's closer to a fighting game with combo systems, it always feels a little lackluster in comparison, because fighting games have characters that know to block certain attacks, and there's no characters in this game that block any kinds of attacks in that fashion. They may have different attacks that you can rock, paper, scissors to make your attacks effective. I don't see the glass breaking or anything here. So I think there's no way that you could have actually lost other than dying. That was just a shot of her butt. Wow.
Done it.
They do so many close shots of her face. One of her backside seemed just completely out of place.
Welcome. Initializing. Weapons online. Motion systems online. Main cannon armored. Initializing. Waiting command.
And there goes the Hoover Dam.
Time to get this thing moving.
So if it is the Hoover Dam, then the pyramid has to be like the Luxor in Las Vegas. Either that, or it just is going to fade here all the way to Egypt. Or some building, just some fictional pyramid building somewhere. Well, with music like this, it feels like this might be the end, but I doubt it is.
I've been wanting to talk to you, but there never seems to be a time.
There's been many opportunities
When I
for
found
them
my
to talk.
father dead. I'm not trying to excuse what I've done. I know it was wrong. I have no more right to enslave you than anyone does.
What have you done?
There's nothing controlling you anymore.
So I can just leave.
If that's what you want.
It's important that she gives him the choice.
But
You heard what I just said. Turn it back on.
Interesting. They probably should have characterized Monkey more as a person who couldn't even trust himself in a relationship not to leave. So maybe some backstory of him having a previous relationship and walking out on somebody would have been helpful there. Like, one assumes that's part of why he said turn it back on instead of just saying I'm gonna stay.
Pyramid.
So it is real.
Time to get the cannons powered up.
Warning. Hostile launch detected. Defense swarm activated.
And so fire the flying
We got leeches getting through.
leeches, I guess is what they're called.
Move!
I would assume the Leviathan would take more than one human to pilot it, being so big. This is going to be awkward if this is the final boss fight and you're just controlling a giant mech. But it does seem like we're going to go on the outside and help. Interesting. This could be a short chapter.
This is it, Monkey.
Then let's do it.
This is your last chance to upgrade. So, with our last chance to upgrade, a increase in damage and increase in stun time, and then that just leaves us about 200,000 units short to get full upgrades to health, which makes me fairly certain that you can't get it all in one run, even if you had gotten 100% of all the collectibles in every level. Well, we've already gone a little long here. That's going to be it for this recording. We may be done in the next one, but I doubt it. I don't think any chapter is just going to be 30 minutes long. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Like, share, subscribe, and do all of that too. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.